So welcome back everyone, and let's review the standings in the K-League after match week 25. For the championship perspective, let's start with this. Let's get over with this. I think it's pretty clear right now. Ulsan Hyundai are managing their advantage. They have a 12-point advantage. They don't need to win every weekend, but they just need to manage every game and try to not relax too much and keep this advantage. And I think they should be fine for the rest of this regular season and for the championship group that's gonna happen at the end of the regular season. Yes, like the last game against Daegu was a very good example of that. They didn't really necessarily need to win. They kept a 0-0 game, and was good enough for them. The last 5 games they've scored 7 points. Jeonbuk have scored not Jeonbuk, sorry. Pohang Steelers have gained 8 points the last 5, and Jeonbuk 10 points the last 5. So they're pretty much just managing their end of the season. They're doing it pretty fine. Let's talk about the Pohang Steelers and also the Jeonbuk Hyundai Motors. Jeonbuk is coming back really strong. They had 10 points the last 5. They are the best team with Incheon in the last 5 games. And with the Pohang Steelers just 5 points ahead and having Seoul and Gwangju 2 and 3 points behind, I think the fight here is going to be interesting for the second place. The third place and the second place are pretty contended. Let's say it like this. They're pretty. This is gonna be a good fight here. Gwangju, I didn't think them as newly promoted team to be as strong as they are. I thought that either one between Daejeon and Gwangju could be in this area between the top part of the relegation group and the bottom part of the first half of the league with the championship group. But Gwangju are doing really well, and they're not just in the championship group right now, championship part of the K-League. They are serious contenders, I think, for the second and third place. Perhaps the second place with the Pohang Steelers at 8 points, that have an 8-point advantage, is a little bit too far, even with the promotion group at the end of the regular season. But Jeonbuk is there. Jeonbuk is just 3 points ahead, so I'm not seeing that as I'm not seeing them not fighting for that. I'm seeing them absolutely in contention, and it's gonna be really interesting. If you're a Seoul fan, you shouldn't be worried. I've seen some people saying, "Oh yeah, we haven't performed really well," and yes, you have scored 5 points in the last 5. That's not ideal if you're fighting for these positions, but it's just a phase, and the championship is still long. It's still long, so there are so many games that you shouldn't be worried about. If you're here, if you're in this part of the standings, I'm not saying you should be relaxed, but if your goal is to contend for the second and third spot, you're good to go. If you're a Seoul fan, even if you're a Daegu fan, Daegu has tied the game with Ulsan Hyundai, as I said before, 0-0. Was a good result. They have played well, and yes, they are 6 points behind Jeonbuk, and now they have an 11-point disadvantage from 11-point gap from the Pohang Steelers. But it's doable. You never know. Perhaps not the second place, but the third place is there. And yes, not much to say about that. Daejeon, they have probably fallen off a little bit, but they're doing pretty good. again, Gwangju is a little bit ahead of them, but I mean, them like Daejeon as well as a newly promoted team, they're doing pretty good. Incheon, yes, they've lost the last game against Jeonbuk. I mean, they were doing so well. I thought they would win that game, honestly. But we had the two best performing teams right now with Incheon and Jeonbuk. And the pitch was really flooded. There was so much water. It was incredible that they have actually played that game. I mean, it is what it is. I'm seeing Incheon as a strong contender to be in the top half of the standings, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna perform next game after this loss against Jeonbuk. Jeju United, they're falling off a lot. They're falling off a lot. 2 points last 5. They're not really playing well. They got the point against Gangwon in the last minute because there was this defensive error by a Gangwon defender, and they got the penalty and the point. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, they're lucky that they got so many points at the first part of the season, because otherwise they would be like in the serious relegation part. And I mean, I'm not gonna say they should be safe, because I mean the championship is still long. But yeah, at least they have points, but they need to recover a little bit, because otherwise it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get bad. Suwon FC, well, they've won the derby against Suwon, the Suwon Blue Wings. The Blue Wings seemed better coming to this game than the Suwon FC, but yeah, the derby was pretty clear. They've won. They now have a 5-point advantage on the Blue Wings and 6-point advantage on Gangwon. Let's see if they keep some kind of momentum after that game or not. We're gonna see about that. The Suwon Blue Wings have to bounce back. That was a tough loss. Now they have just 1 point and a 1-point advantage from Gangwon. And I mean, I'm seeing both of them having the possibility to recover a little bit. But let's see. I mean, Jeju is not playing great. If you're a Jeju fan, I'm sorry. I don't want to jinx you or anything. But yes, I mean, the hopes of Gangwon, the Suwon Blue Wings, and even Suwon FC is on Jeju United falling off and perhaps getting one of these last spots. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today's video. I mean, this is the situation right now. Let's see. I don't want to say my favorites for each spot, but I'm gonna say that I'm liking how Jeonbuk are playing, and and the Gwangju are looking solid as well. So let's keep an eye on those. And again, the championship is perhaps is on Ulsan Hyundai's hands. So if the Pohang Steelers are able to recover a little bit more, perhaps we can have some kind of battle. But for the moment, I'm not seeing that really happening. That's pretty much it. I'm sorry, for today's video. If you liked it, please consider subscribing, and if you liked the video or want to say something about it, comment in the comment section down below, and see you next time.